Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by. Coffee's hot, frequency's alive. 145.430. You listening to the morning hum? This is the Coffee Break Net. Steam rising with the sunrise glow, signals bouncing nice and low. Foothill light and silicon sky, morning check-ins rolling by. Call sign ready, mic in hand, voices drifting through the band. RF dancing in the air, someone's mobile somewhere out there. On the console, radio's awake. Morning on the machine, give and take. Voices in the speaker, smooth and clean. So light riding on the beam. Checking out, don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. From the hills to the bay. W6EK Echo Kilo starts the day. AllStarLink been feeling strong. Echolink brings friends along. Mobile bass or handheld tight. Everyone's sounding right. Morning traffic rolling through. Signal reports 5x2. Laughing in between the keys. Coffee cup and beeper R's. Mic drop, carry a tone. You're never really alone. One more round, take your place. Good vibes on the interface. Coffee on the console. Radio's awake. Morning on the machine, give and take. Voices in the speaker, smooth and clean. Sunlight riding on the beam. Check it out. Don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. Morning voices, RF stream. Coffee break, live on the machine. Operators, stand by. Coffee's hot, frequency's alive. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Good morning, voices. Stand by. Stand by.
morning. This is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. This is the net where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping. The Coffee Break Net's on every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m.-ish Pacific time here on the W6EK Repeater on AllStar 51018 and on Echolink. And we are sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club, which is located in Auburn, California, which is north of Sacramento. It's a beautiful day here. I'm up in Lincoln, California, which is up probably about 20 miles south of Auburn. And it's a beautiful, nice, calm day here. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. All right, as we generally start out, this is just our general rag-chew net, but we start out with some quick in and outs when we get going here. So let's do some quick in and outs, find out who's out there, who wants to get their day started. This is Tom on November 6 Hotel.
November 6, Charlie Kilo Victor.
N2 DY.
Kilo Delta 6, Charlie Delta Quebec, Rick in North Island.
Kilo Charlie 6.
2 Golf Charlie Papa. Kilo 2 Golf Charlie Papa, Chris Massapequa.
KJ5, Delta Whiskey November. All the way from Canberra, Australia, the Juicy Tomato, VK1JT.
Okay, this is who I have here. I got VK1JT, I got KJ5GWN, I got K2GCP, KD6CDQ, I got KC6SLE, and I got N2DYI. When I first started out, my volume was turned down. I apologize, so I probably missed some people. So, who did I miss? N6CKV.
K2GCP, Chris Massapequa, K2GCP.
Kilo. Okay, I got N6CKV, Carl, and then there was a double, an RF double at the end there. Was that, did I hear Larry in there, or I Shay? Roger that. Kilo Oscar 6, Hotel Juliet. Okay, I got you, Gerry, and, Larry, Gerry. Larry, and who else was doubling with Larry?
Kilo Oscar Kilo 2 Golf Charlie Papa, K2GCP, Chris.
Okay, yeah, K2GCP, I called you before. I got you on the list here, so no problem. And now, who was the other station?
Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, over.
All right, KO6KMR. Okay, I think that's John. Okay, very good. All right, well, this is a good enough list to start out for a quick in and outs. So let me go to the top. Good morning, Patrick. And then it is morning there, N2DYI and N6H for the Coffee Break Net.
Hey, good morning. Actually, Carl was at the top. I was right behind him, so if you want to take him first, that's cool with me.
Yeah, I figured Carl was probably there early, so I'll go ahead and do that. All right, thanks, Patrick. Carl, N6CKV. Good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and everyone else. Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, not much going on today. Gonna put together a lamp that my wife bought and just do other odds and ends around the house. But not much going on. It's nice, quiet, and foggy today. Back to you, Tom.
Oh, you have fog there. We have beautiful skies up here. It is crystal clear. I see a few little kind of straggly clouds, but it is beautiful up here.
Yeah, there's a light fog, but there was some yesterday too. It'll burn off by 10 o'clock. not much going on. I'm going to say 73, and thanks for running the net, Tom. And then 6EKV, everyone have a good Saturday.
All right, very good there, Carl. You have a great Saturday too, and fog shouldn't be too bad then. I definitely tell you you're going to have blue skies coming through afterwards. All right, thanks for checking in, and aloha Friday to you. Patrick, and to the OAI, thank you for yielding your time.
Good morning again, Tom. I mean, it's been a whole minute and a half since the last time I said that. A lot has changed in that time, I'm sure.
All right, you want to give us a short recap of what's changed?
Well, that's the problem. So much has changed that there's absolutely no way I could do that in less than a minute and a half.
Just go ahead and pick one highlight, and then we'll go ahead and discuss that.
Okay, the rotation of the Earth has caused the angle of the Sun relative to where I am to change very slightly. There you go, there's one.
Okay, I wouldn't call that breaking news, but we'll go with it.
Well, I never said it was breaking news. I just said it was something that changed within that time. Anyway, I don't really have all that much. The dog is getting his checkup today. He just turned 13 recently, so it's time for his 6 months checkup. I don't think he's due for any shots. And expensive medicine, he takes 2 of them, and we'll see how all that goes.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you spend on animals and stuff because they're all part of the family. So hopefully your weather and stuff is improving back.
Rain pretty much all day yesterday. We got quite substantial rain, and it's going to be raining on and off, mostly drizzling and mostly just cloudy today, and then it's going to be getting better over the weekend, especially Saturday. I think it's going to be around 70, same for Sunday. Then it's going to get cooler again, and then by the end of next week, we'll be in the upper 70s, near 80.
All right, well, it doesn't sound too bad. It sounds like spring may be coming. I think we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah, the fun thing about this time of year is you're never quite sure what the pollen level is going to do, and I kind of got used to New York. And so this time of year, I have to be kind of careful when I'm back here. So, and I haven't been back here during this part of the year in a while. Usually I'm out of here by then. So anyway, don't have too much more to add, so I will let you get to the rest of your check-ins. Good to hear you this morning as always, and I will say 7-3 for now, and N6H, N2DYI.
All right, very good there, Patrick, 7-3, aloha Friday to you, and thanks for checking in. And we'll talk to you later, and probably talk to you on the All Notes Net on Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Clearing with Patrick. Next, Graydon, KC6SLA. Good evening. Good morning. Good evening. Good morning, Graydon. It was good seeing you last night.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning to the net. Yeah, it was good to see you as well, and see everyone else that attended Ray Abbott's KK6 AM's celebration of life last night. That was a very nice event, very well, very nice turnout of people. It was just good interaction, good memories of Ray. Everyone had a great time. I got to meet Ray's other child, his son. I'd never met his son before. But it was a great evening. It was good to see everyone that turned out, and again, it was a good turnout. And it was a pleasure to see you again, Tom. Always a pleasure to see you.
It was good to see you and Lisa, and to see everybody there. And yeah, it was definitely a great turnout there. It's nice to a very. I think it was like Smitty was saying. Well, I counted about 32, and then I guess we had a bunch of people come after, so about over 40 people coming. So I think it was very well attended, and we were all kind of put into that little small room.
There was a lot of QRM in that room. It was a small room with a lot of people talking, and it was a test for hams, be able to pick out who they were talking to through the QRM, but it was fun. And it's always great to see Christina and Thomas. We haven't seen them in over a year. Would rather see them under better circumstances, but it's always a pleasure to see them. So I'll let you move on with the list, but I just wanted to mention that. And Tom, I think Ray really would have liked the evening last night. I think he really would have liked the way that we celebrated his life. KC6, AllStarLink.
Yeah, I think you're right there, great, and I think he would have enjoyed all the comments and stuff. Of course, he would have had his own comments based on some of the things that were said, but they were all, at least all true, and I think it was good. Yeah, it was good. It was good to see Thomas and Christina there. All right, very good. Well, I guess we'll probably see you tomorrow at the Fox Hunt and the monthly breakfast. We have a monthly breakfast tomorrow morning at Mel's, 7:30. And then we have a Fox Hunt with a pre-meeting at 9, and maybe the Fox Hunt will be turned on at 9:30. The Fox will be turned on at 9:30, and we'll have Marty KO6GXX will be the Fox Stender, and that'll be in the Auburn area. So that'll be fun. 7:30 to there, Graydon. Next up, I have Rick KD6CDQ. Good morning, and hello on Friday.
Good morning, Tom and Annette. This is KD6CDQ, Rick in beautiful downtown suburban North Highlands. Tom, I got a kind of a curiosity question. You said you live out in Lincoln?
Yeah, I kind of go between Discovery Bay and Lincoln, so yeah, I'm in Lincoln right now.
Well, back in my Air Force days when I was stationed at McClellan, we used to have what was called the Lincoln Receiver Site. And I was curious if that was still out there, if you know.
I have not heard of that before. There's some other people out here who've been here longer than I have, especially Scott, KM6 RFP. Anybody hear of the receiver?
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, KM6YKX here. If it's the place that's out off of, I want to say it's off of Moore Road or something like that. It's west of Lincoln. It's pretty far out there. Yeah, that site is still there. It's still, has a big fence around it and stuff. So if that's the place you're talking about, that is still there and still doing whatever it does. KM6YKX.
Well, I'll be darned because, they shut down McClellan, and after they shut it down, I left the area for a little bit. But anyways, as part of the global communication network that Lincoln's the receiver site, and out in Davis, the transmitter site. And on one of my times out at the transmitter site, I was doing an inspection, and some turkey took a 10K transmitter, tuned it to channel 19 on the Citizen band. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, did that cause some problems. I think at least one airman found himself in deep, deep, deep doo-doo.
Well, that would definitely cause it. Yeah, I have not heard about that receiver site there, so thank you, Rob, who's probably looking in the background there, for giving us that information. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, Lincoln receiver site was an interesting place. I had to go out there to do a quality control inspection while I was in the Air Force. And on our way out there to the site, the team leader, he was driving the Blue Goose we were in. A pheasant came out of nowhere. Wham! He hit it. He pulls that Blue Goose over, grabs that pheasant, and throws it in the back of the station wagon we were in. I don't think I'd do with that. I said, I'm going to take it home and cook it.
That's funny. Yeah, I definitely will maybe if I get a chance, I'll roaming around Lincoln, I'll go ahead and check that out there. But anyway, thanks, Rob, for letting us know about that. So, yeah, maybe you ought to get a ride up here, Rick, and then you can take a look at yourself and see if it's the same place.
Well, this is just a curiosity thing since, my Air Force exposure is very, very limited now. Just a BX, or no BX anymore, just a commissary is all I got left. But anyway, that was just something that was going through my mind this morning as I was getting idle. So everybody, have a great day. This is K6EK and 73s.
All right, 7-3 there, Rick, and you have a great day, and yeah, thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, I definitely will check it out. I didn't realize that history was here in Lincoln, so I'll look at that. All right, very good. You have a great day and enjoy in North Highlands there, KD6CDQ. Next I have Chris, K2GCP. Good morning, and aloha part to you.
Good morning, Tom and Annette. Chris, K2GCP, Massapequa, New York. Just had a good week with the family and getting rid of most of the snow that came down, and now I'm back to work today. I'm just actually pulling up. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, great Friday, and it was good talking to you. I'm glad I got to check in on the way into work. I always listen to you guys. I never get to really check in because I'm always mobile with AllStar. But have a good one, and K2GCP will be listening on the side.
All right, Chris, yeah, K2GCP, and then 6H, this is Tom for the Coffee Break Net. All right, very good. Well, stay safe back there. I'm glad you're getting a lot of snow and stuff back there. So glad that you're okay, and enjoy your day at work there. Hopefully you have a good weekend. And thanks for checking in. We got you in the log here. Next up, I have VK1GT, GT, See Tomatoes. Good morning, John.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Is my audio okay?
And hello.
Yeah, Roger, VK1JT. Is my audio okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine, John. Your audio is fine.
Yeah, Roger, guys. No worries. I'm a forensic psychologist and psychological scientist. I did my university through the University of South Australia, and I also specialise in a number of other areas that's all wrapped around autism and ADHD and trauma. And the world today and what's not, and all I can think about is when I used to run into the kitchen as a kid with a book open and going, look Mum, look Dad, look what I learned today, and then being told to be seen and not heard. And it makes you wonder, that Generation X and the kids coming up today, what would happen if the network infrastructure fell down and things like Google and all those online databases of information just suddenly disappeared, and these kids could not actually digitally communicate anymore. And I've got kids of my own, and we've got everyone's future to think about, so it's something that we all have to be responsible for. Anyway, that's it from this autistic dad of VK1JT.
Okay, very good there, John. Yeah, it definitely is a different world these days, and the kids are growing up with different, I guess, relying on certain things or having certain assumptions that things are available, and it's definitely a big part of that. And of course, AI is going to be a big part of it going forward too here, for better or for worse. All right, John. Well, thank you for checking in, and good to talk to you again, and we'll talk to you next time. So clearing with VK1JT. Next, I have Will, KJ5GWN. Good morning, Will, and aloha Friday.
Good morning. Yep, it's Will, KJ5, Golf Whiskey November. Going up to a high of 70 today. Supposed to be 80 here tomorrow, so it's going to be warm. We got some rain coming in, some much needed rain coming in this weekend. Saturday night on into Sunday. Then next week we got a chance of rain all week. So anyway, back over to you, Tom. I don't have much to add here. This is KJ5, Golf Whiskey November.
Okay, well, we got KJ5, GWN, NN6H for the Coffee Break Net. Well, it seemed like, at least you're getting some mild weather there, rain, it's easy to handle. At least you're not getting the snow and stuff like that. So hopefully you have some plans, some nice plans for the weekend and and maybe stay in next week when it's rainy there. So anything else for the net this morning?
No, I do have to make a run to town Monday, but other than that, I'm not going to be doing anything next week there. So anyway, back over to you. This is KJ5, Golf Whiskey November.
Okay, well, you have a great Friday, a great Aloha Friday, and a great weekend, and enjoy your time back there, and hopefully you can do some radio stuff. All right, clearing with KJ5, GWN. Next up, Larry, KO6IHJ. Good morning, Larry, and aloha.
Good morning, aloha, Tom. This is KO6IHJ. Good morning, everybody. And nothing too special. I got up late. I don't even have coffee yet, so I can't even be well informed with caffeine. I'm looking at the cameras, and it's a beautiful day. It looks like I'm going to get some yard work done today, get some stuff cleaned up. I don't know if it's going to rain again. Might rain again. Probably going to rain again. Other than that, it's going to be an easy day today and this weekend, and we'll get back to it on Monday. Other than that, everybody have a blessed day. Be careful out there. KO6IHJ 73.
Yeah, very good. I failed to mention what the days are, the national days, and one of the national days is No Brainer Day. No Brainer Day, and that means basically don't do anything that requires thinking and just kind of go with the flow. So yard work. I got some weeds here to pull myself. So and it looks like it's just beautiful outside here in Lincoln. So I'll be doing that. So anyway, so it's No Brainer Day there, Larry. So maybe you can incorporate that into your day, or sound like you maybe already are.
See, I'm ahead of the game. That works for me. No Brainer Day. That's kind of like me. No brainer. Other than that, nothing. So thanks for running that, Tom. Get back to it. You got a bunch of people. I guarantee you're going to have a big old pile up here pretty soon. KO6IHJ. Good luck.
Okay, very good there, and thanks, Larry, and you take care and have a great day. Have a great No Brainer Day there. All right, clearing with Larry, and last on my list here is Robert, KO6KMR. Good morning, Robert, and Aloha Friday.
Well, thank you, Tom, and hello to all the net. I'm going to go to the gym this morning and drinking a cup of coffee. Listening to the great conversation. My extra class is going very well, just so everybody knows, and we're right at halfway through, so got 5 more classes to go, plus one that is just a review class for a couple hours for review. Then I'll take my test, and also going over my CW codes and trying to get that down also. So lots of stuff on the mind. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, good luck there, and I think you're taking the classes there from Orion and the group there, and that's really good. Yeah, so you should be all prepared to take your extra class. On the CW stuff, are you just doing practice stuff, or are you actually done anything on the air or doing any talking to people?
No, just doing the practice stuff right now. Once I get out of this extra class, I'm going to go back to the Long Island CW Club program and go through that. Then I'll probably get online and do a little bit of chatting. Over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, it's interesting to see how popular CW is. Back when I got my license, CW was a requirement, and then they took it away, and people were saying then it's going to die off and all that stuff if you don't require it. But it's probably like the old film photography. People go back to that because it's something that's new and different versus the digital stuff, and it's kind of like CW. Well, since it's not required, it's kind of an art form, so people enjoy that. So it's amazing just how many people are active and studying CW.
That is true, and I'll get through it eventually. Other than that, Tom, I'm just going to go ahead and sign off, finish my coffee, listen to the conversation, and head off to the gym here in about 20, 30 minutes. And on that Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, I'm going to say 73 and listening. Over.
All right, very good there, Robert. Well, good luck with your I think it's great that you're getting your extra class and also studying the CW part of it. So that makes it enjoyable, especially when you start getting there's some contests and stuff. CW only contests that you can participate in, and also CW like on field day and stuff. Gives you additional points. So it's a very good skill to learn. All right, well, 7-3 to you, and thanks for checking in, and aloha Friday. All right, this is Tom, NN6H. I am your net host here for Friday, February 27th, and this is the Coffee Break Net. We do this every morning from 7:30 to 10 a.m.-ish Pacific time on the W6EK Repeater. And so the national days, which I'll go ahead and go through them quickly. It's International Polar Bear Day. It's like I mentioned before, it's National No-Brainer Day, where you don't do anything to think about for today. It's also National Strawberry Day. It's National Kahlua Day. I think maybe Ray, KK6AM, would have liked the Kahlua Day. It's National Pokemon Day. Let's see what else. That's about all that seems to come to mind. Anyway, so those are the national days. All right, I'll go ahead here and take another round of quick in and outs for who's out there. Quick in Coffee Break Net. This is Tom, NN6H.
Good morning, Tom and Net. Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey.
Kilo Bravo 6 Lima, Uniform Victor. Good morning.
Juicy Tomato, recheck.
W6EK.
All right, I got KD3HAN, I got VK1JT for a recheck, I got KB6LUV, K6DCL, and I got KB6SSN at the top. Let me go for, so John, VK1J2 for your recheck.
Yeah, roger that, Tom. I just had a bit of a special request, and wondering if anyone would be interested in learning a little bit about autism and ADHD and whatnot. And I thought I'd just throw that at you, let you get through it, and if anyone's interested, I can go for it afterwards, after you've finished what you need to do, mate. Back to you.
Okay, John. So give me clarify what you want to do there. You want to have a conversation afterwards about the topic. Is that what you want to do?
Conditions, sunny, temperature 59.
No, I was going to give a little talk on it rather than a question and answer. Just a little talk. If you're interested there, back to you.
Well, we can, if you want to do something quick, we can do it later when we get into the rag chew part of our session here. I'm trying to do some quick in and outs right now.
Yeah, well, mate, you're the pilot and the captain. Take it away. I'll go back to my seat.
All right, now I can go ahead and a little bit later here when we get into the rag chew stuff there, John. Anyway, thank you for that. All right, so let me go with this list here. So go up to, these are quick in and outs, and let me go to Tom, KB6SSN. Good morning, aloha Friday to you there, Tom.
Well, good morning, Tom in the net. KB6SSN Tom here, yes, and we're all ham radio operators, so that means I think about 50% of us are somewhere on the spectrum, so we may want to listen to what John has to say. Okay, let's see here. Real quick, CW, interesting story. World War II comes along. One of the problems they have is that the operators they have are hitting walls with their training methods, and they can't get above, between somewhere in 13 and 20 words per minute. And there's a whole lot of traffic that needs to be moved in the clear, not the coded stuff, but in the clear, and they're just not copying it quickly enough. And the task to solve the problem is given to this lieutenant commander, and he is discussing it with his wife one evening. And she says, I think my music teacher has the answer to this. And I don't remember her first name. I think it was Eleanor, or Elizabeth or something like that. But her last name was Vance, V-A-N-C-E. And he brought her in, and she consulted with the Navy for about a year and a half, and taught them to hear the melody, not the individual letters. And as a result, copy whole words as opposed to copying individual letters. And that's how we got the rhythmic method that we use for doing high-speed CW today. She never got credit for her work. She went back to being a music teacher, and it wasn't until sometime in the 1990s that her contribution came out. So I thought that was interesting.
Okay, that's interesting. I did not. So I got my license. I first got my general class at 5 words at 13 words a minute. Then I got my extra class at 20 words a minute. When I studied, I didn't even think about the rhythmic method, but it kind of just flowed in there as they started getting faster and faster. It just seemed that was the way to do things, especially with common words and stuff like that. You'd kind of just recognize groups of words together versus individual ones. Because if you try to do individual ones there, you'd never keep up at the higher speeds. But that definitely is interesting, and that is definitely what happens when you do high-speed CW.
Exactly, and it increased the flow of information by about 50%, according to the story that I read. So I thought that was quite interesting. The other thing to talk about this morning is the VL1000 amplifier is finally in 100% condition. We were having fits with the buttons on the front of it, and Larry broke it all down and found out that the bar that supports the buttons behind the panel was bent. Now, how that one bar with nothing else around it could be bent and nothing else, we have no idea. But he got in there and he straightened everything and got all the felts back in place. And if you want to see the results, Confederate Sun 1 YouTube channel, I posted a little 60-second video up there of all the buttons working. So if that kind of bad video interests you, that might be helpful. And then moving on to the last subject here, worked a guy on 20 meters yesterday. Now, I have read about this. I've seen pictures of it. I have read articles about it. But never worked a guy who was actually doing it. Apparently, down in Arizona, there is I don't want to use the word abandoned, but a no longer militarily occupied missile base that has become something of a museum or something like that. In any case, they left the antennas behind, and a local ham club maintains them. And you can just drive up to this big antenna array, and there's a sign there that says, please hang up the coax when you're done. But you can plug right into this giant antenna and use it. Well, I bumped into a fellow yesterday that was doing exactly that on 20 meters, and we worked him, so that was fun.
Info? Oh, that's an interesting idea here, Tom. Yeah, go ahead, info.
Yeah, it's Carl in 6EKV. Collins Radio put up HF Discone out in the Arizona desert, and that's what the people are using. They just bring the coax out to a table nearby, and you can plug in and use it. Back to you, Tom, in 6EKV.
Further info, KG6 and LW.
That would be an interesting thing. Yeah, you kind of wonder in this day and age if they ever get vandalized and stuff, but maybe out in the middle of the desert it wouldn't be. It's interesting, Tom. I wonder if you can locate some around here, or maybe even put up your own antenna systems for people to use there, Tom.
Well, you know, I don't advertise it, but I do have two different antennas that are in clandestine locations, Blue Canyon. That are there, and I just drive up and plug into them. But they're well hidden in the trees, and they don't work all that well because they're in the trees. But they are there, so I didn't have to stretch them out every time I went up there to play. Haven't been up there in a while. Have to take a look at that. Anyway, that's all I have for you this morning. Let's see. Our next project for Larry and I. A really, really easy one. We have a Yaesu FTM 510, brand new in the box. I pulled the box out to say, yep, that's what it is, and put it back, and it's been sitting in storage. So probably Monday morning I'm going to drag that out to Larry's house, and we'll hook it up and maybe check in on the Coffee Break Net and see what this flagship VHF UHF radio is supposed to be all about. So far, Yaesu's made some pretty good radios we've tested. So going all the way back to the 1960s. So we'll see what this modern offering has to offer, I guess. We'll talk to you soon, Tom. KB6 SSN 73.
Further info.
Yeah, good info.
Good morning, Tom and Net. Tom, SSN, you're talking about the Titan Missile Museum down there in Arizona. They're in Green Valley. They're hosted by the Green Valley Amateur Radio Club. And when you visit, the antenna is free of charge when the museum is open. It's an 80-foot tall antenna with a large crown at the top. It's a wonderful antenna. The SWR, not so great, but it gets out, and it does the trick. KG6 and LW, good morning.
Well, thank you, Frank. That was very informative. I appreciate that. Back to that, KB6 SSN.
Yeah, it would seem like it would be an interesting project if somebody had, a spare piece of land or something, maybe, just a plot of land that they weren't quite using at the moment, is just put up a public antenna there and put a sign there that says free to use, and see if anybody takes you up on that. Because a lot of people, have HOAs and stuff, and they don't have a place to do things, but maybe that would be a new type of thing. Instead of a POTA, it would be, maybe public land antenna, PLA or something, I don't know. It would be an interesting social experiment, I guess, there, Tom.
Well, that would be kind of fun, actually, and it wouldn't be. You wouldn't have to even make a large investment in the thing. It didn't have to be an antenna, an 80-foot tall disc cone. Heck, the antenna that we installed out at Larry's works pretty darn well. We can, get something like that for a couple $100. You can throw up a drive-up in-fed random length, and that thing tunes on every band. So, you just drive up, plug it in, and your mobile HF rig now has a base station antenna. I think that's not a bad idea, to be honest with you, Tom. It'd be interesting to see who you met.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, and maybe you put a camera on it so people can dial in and watch people operate on there. I don't know. But then the other question is, maybe you bet how long the thing would actually stay. Maybe someone would steal it for the wire. I don't know.
Well, the sign that I saw in the article said, "Please return the coax to the hook," and it showed this coax coiled up on this board that was there, and that was their concern, was that people left the coax on the ground. They didn't coil it back up again when they were done. Yeah, that's in that area. In this area, I think we'd have to have an armed guard on it 24 hours a day, and that's going to run into some expense, but more than the cost of the copper, right? Anyway, very interesting idea, though. KB6 SSN.
All right, so your project there, Tom, is to find a piece of land that you can do that with, and then experiment and then offer it out, and we'll see what happens. No, I think that actually would be nice for people that, like I say, people in HOAs and stuff, that try to do POTAs, and they may get a compromised antenna with a POTA, but to be able to go to a place that has a, maybe a, 160 through 6 meter, doublet or something there, or multi-band antennas, that would be interesting. Anyway, very good. Okay. Anyway, thanks a lot for that, Tom. All right, these are in and outs, and I know we're getting. Let me go, so going clear with KB6SSN. You have a great day. Let's go to Dave at K6TCL. Good morning, Dave and Lucy. Aloha Friday.
Friday. Yeah, there you go. I love that. K6TCL here. I almost fell asleep. Gee. Anyway, just kidding. And good Friday. Tom, my son is coming up to eat with one of my grandsons, and we're gonna go out to lunch, and I'll put him busy with a couple of things. Other than that, I still love the 3185R Yaesu 2-meter radio. It is still fantastic, and I still get raving reviews. I have a friend of mine down in Valley Springs who's on every Wednesday night. There's a net, and I'm hitting them 2.5. So he just is amazed at this 85-watt radio. And the receive is equally the same. But it was something I was trying to remember, but I forget it. It doesn't matter. Still scanning the channels, and no. And Lucy said no to something on the internet. And it's always fun to have breakfast here. K6DCL 73, Tom. Have a great week. Hopefully I hear you on Tuesday night on my GMRS net, but if not, don't worry about it. We got things to do. K6DCL.
Okay, Dave. Yeah, K6TCL and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. Okay, well, you and Lucy have a great day there, and yeah, it's like you're having fun with your radios. Yeah, I will get on the net. I usually get on the net if I'm in Discovery Bay. I think I get here from Lincoln, but I do try to remember to get in there when I can. It's just been some busy weeks here. All right, well, you take care and enjoy this beautiful day, and enjoy the weekend, and enjoy your lunch with your grandson there. Clearing with K6DCL. Next, let's go to Brett, KB6LUV. Good morning, aloha Friday.
Good morning, Tom and Coffee Break Net land. It is a lovely Friday here in South Natomas. We got that orange ball in the sky, which has made its appearance. Nice thing. Looks like it actually got darn near toasty yesterday. Had to put on some shorts and a t-shirt to go for a walk.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I went in there in shorts because it was more convenient, and it was a beautiful, warm day.
It was absolutely gorgeous. I got out there with my mom, Bonnie, from Newton, Kansas, who's spending the last couple of days here. Say good morning, Mom.
Good morning to all of you in Coffee Break land, and yeah, it's a glorious morning.
Well, good morning to you, Bonnie, and yeah, welcome to California. The beautiful weather here.
Yeah, she's been here for a little over 3 weeks now. She's in the last few days that she will be here. She's going to be going back to Kansas on Tuesday. But for those who might be a fox hunt tomorrow, we will be there. My mom, my wife Dee Dee, and myself, we will be up there joining you lovely folks to hunt down that little fox. Okay, very good. Well, maybe we'll get to meet
and your wife there, Dee. Yeah, tomorrow morning, the Fox Hunt, we have the breakfast at 7:30 at Mel's Diner in Auburn, and then right after that, 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock in Mel's parking lot will be a meeting about the Fox Hunt. And then I think the Fox is going to be turned on at 9:15 or 9:30. And Marty, KO6GXX, will be the Fox tender. So, yeah, I guess maybe this will be a highlight of Bonnie's trip to have a Fox Hunt.
I think it'll be one of the highlights, because most we're boring around here. We got low lights going on. Hi.
Well, I'm sure she'll probably be overwhelmed by everybody that's going to be there. Yeah, we typically have about 30 to 40 people at these breakfasts, so not so many at the Fox Hunt, but still a good turnout there. So, yeah, I'm glad that she's going to be able to attend that.
Yeah, it should be good times. We will see you all there at the Fox Hunt preparation. Breakfast is a little bit early for us, but definitely we'll be there for the Fox Hunt. Just a quick comment on No Brainer Day. I think that if you go out into humanity, I think No Brainer Day is an everyday thing. Unfortunately, common sense is not a flower that grows in everybody's garden.
Yeah, well, I guess this is a special day that want to just be able to veg out there. They can do it. All right, very good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you and your family at the morning. Yeah, so basically be there at 9 o'clock for the pre-meeting and bring an HT and all that stuff with you to help find the fox.
Yep, we'll be there with bells on. Maybe fox bells, fox gloves. I don't know. Hi. Anyway, everybody out there in Coffee Break Net land, have an amazing day. Hope you all have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. KB6LUV. Be of love. 7-3. Clear and listening.
All right. Well, 7-3 to you and Bonnie, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning for the breakfast and the Fox Hunt. All right. And yeah, this great, wonderful day here. I'm still looking at these nice, beautiful blue skies here. Makes me want to get outside. All right, starting with Brett. Next up, go to Anna, KD3AJN. Good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and everyone else on the net this morning. It's in the 50s, going to be in the 50s here today and tomorrow, and then Sunday we'll have snow again. I'm looking forward to that, but hey, it's still winter time. I'm spending some time with my grandchildren. My one grandson has Down syndrome, and it's such a joy to see his reaction when I get here. And he just loves it when I'm here. So do the other kids, but it's just so amazing to see the one with Down syndrome.
Well, it's nice to spend time with your grandkids here, and I'm sure they enjoy you being there too. So, sounds great. So, you're not at your home? You're at your grandkids' house?
Yes, I'm at their house. I'm in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be going back home tomorrow, and it's been a nice couple of days to spend with them. Everybody have a good weekend and stay safe. KD3AJN.
Okay, very good there, Anna. KD3AJN and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. All right, well, you have an enjoyable time there with your grandkids, and have a safe trip back home. And yeah, it's like your weather is pretty mild there, so everything is good there, and maybe you get a warm up next week going forward. Good to talk to you again. All right, this is the Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. I am Tom, and then 6H. I'm your net host, and we do this every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m. ish. people that tomorrow morning, for people in the local area, we have a monthly breakfast. It's always the last Saturday of the month at Mel's Diner in Highway 49 in Auburn, California. And then that starts at 7:30, and then after that, at 9 o'clock, we'll have a meeting in the parking lot for the fox hunt. And this fox hunt, the fox will be somewhere in the greater Auburn area. Marty, KO6GXX, will be standard. I have a meeting about that at 9 a.m., and then the fox will be turned on right after that. So join us for that. If you have never been to a fox hunt before, you can team up with somebody that maybe that's there and kind of show you the ropes. Bring an HT, and that way, and a lot of people have actually found the fox with just an HT and what they call body blocking, basically using your body to block the signals and then finding out what direction the fox is and then heading that way. So it's always a fun event, and it's a good social event. So join us for that, for the monthly breakfast and the fox hunt. And then we also have our club meeting coming up, which is next month on the 13th, March 13th, Friday, March 13th. That'll be at 7:30 p.m., and we have a new location, which is the Placer County HHS Conference Center. We had our first meeting there last month, and it was a great place, a great venue, great location, and that's in Auburn. And so it's the Placer County HHS Conference Center. And we're still bringing food donations for that. We're still trying to help out the food bank of Auburn. So if you can bring some food donations, that would definitely be appreciated too for that. And then we have the Loomis Ham Fest. That's almost less than a month away. That's March 28th. 7 a.m. in Loomis, California. It's our big event for the club, and it's the first ham fest in Northern California of the year. So that's at 7 a.m. for buyers and 6 a.m. for sellers. The Loomis Ham Fest. You can get more information about that by going to W6EK.org. And if you're also in the area and you're part of the club, or just in the area, and we're looking for volunteers, we need people who help with safety and some of them tear up, set up and tear down. It doesn't require a big commitment of time, but it gets you there and helps out there. So if you can do that, you can also sign up at the W6EK.org, and we do offer donuts and coffee for volunteers. So you might want to consider that. But it's also a great social event too. All right, I'll go ahead here and let me open up here, and I'll do some more rag chew, or we can do in and outs here. So if you want to be in and out, let me know. I'll put you at the top. Otherwise, we can do rag chew. So who's out there for check-ins and N6H?
I'll try the second time. Good morning, Tom in the net. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, in and out.
WB6BJN.
Whiskey 6 Romeo Bravo India, in out.
KO6TH, good morning. KO6MMI.
N6RJM, in and out.
You on FRD, in and out.
Okay, there was a station that was on RF, the last RF station there. You're just barely hitting the repeater there. Can you come back to your call sign again, please, and see if I can pull it out?
Yeah, W1FRD. Morning, Tom.
Okay, I got FRT, kind of double with you there. Can I get the full call, please?
W1FRD, good morning, Tom. Just for the log, I've got to get to my men's Bible study.
Okay, yeah, well, we don't do the log until after 10, but I can get you as a quick in and out here. All right, so I got W1FRD, I got N6RGN, I believe. Is that the right call sign? Using phonetics actually helps if you do that.
It's November 6 Romeo Juliet Mike, N6 Red Juicy Melon.
Okay, November 6 Romeo Juliet Mike. Okay. I had the whole call sign all wrong there. And then I got another one that was KO6MNI. I don't know if can you give me your call sign with phonetics, please?
Sure, that's Kilo Ocean 6, Mike, India. Jeff and Rosa. Morning, Tom.
Okay, that was, yeah, your audio was just a little weak there. Was it KO6 Mike, and what was the last letter?
Last letter is India.
Okay, KO6 Mike, India. Okay, thank you. Got you there. I'll come back to you. And are you an in and out or a reg two?
Quick in and out, please. In and out.
Okay, and N6RJM, are you in and out or reg two?
In and out, thank you.
Okay, got you in and out. Then I have KO6TH. Then I have W6RBI is an in and out. I got WV6BJN Mark. Then I got KG6NLW. Frank, are you in and out?
Yes, sir. In and out.
Okay, very good. Anybody else I'm missing from this? Okay, hearing none. Let me go to front here. W1FRD. Just I know that you want to be a log, but anything for the net this morning? W1FRD. Okay, I'll just put him down as an in and out. All right, up to the top, Frank, KG6NLW. I'll do the in and outs first.
Good morning, Tom and Net. Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey here. Not much going on, just waking up on the first day off of the weekend, getting myself together here, and for those that missed it last night, the NorCal swap over on N6ICW is on a hiatus. We are not sure when or if it will return. So, if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. I'm good on QRZ and other social medias like YouTube. With that, I'm going to have a relaxing day, I hope, here, waiting for a package to come in so I can get started on a setup here and a video review and whatnot. So that's it for me, Tom. I hope you all have a great morning, and Coffee Break Net is live on YouTube. KG6NLW. Good morning, Coffee Break, and Tom. Back to you.
Oh, okay, Frank. KG6NLW and N6H for the Coffee Break Net. So that was the news that was going to be announced there. Okay, well, sorry to hear that, and sound like some major changes here. Any other details that you can elaborate on?
Without getting too personal or rubbing people the wrong way, there was some QR Mary that just wouldn't go away, and because of that, certain people in charge said, let's take a break. So, taking a break we are. Unfortunately, though, that means the potential death spike for the NorCal swap.
Yeah, it definitely is hard when you stop a net and people get out of the habit of going there. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad thing that happens, and I'm sorry that's happening to your net there. I know I've listened to it before in the past, and it's a very popular net.
Indeed it was. So, you know, Armand had been doing it since about 1998 or so, and then last year here I took over because he was having some health issues, and yeah, it didn't, yeah, I'll just leave it at that, Tom. Don't want to get too detailed on here, and I can get detailed. Anyway, NN6H, KG6NW, Coffee Break Net, have a great day.
Okay, Frank. Well, thanks for letting us know, and yeah, I'm sorry to hear that about the net and the problems over there. So, well, hopefully that will get resolved, and you can come back on soon. All right, you have a great day. Thanks for letting us know. All right, my next in and out here, and I think hope I have this call sign right, was Whiskey 6 Romeo Bravo India. Is that the correct call sign? Can get a name and location.
Yes, Tom, and the net, yes, that is correct. Name here is Ron, and I'm here in Paris, California, sitting right next to Lake Paris, right on the dry side of the dam.
Okay, is this your first time coming into the net, the Coffee Break Net?
Yes, the first time. Found you guys on YouTube and figured I would come over here and say hello, kind of like your forum, the way you got everything going, but enjoying it.
Okay, very good. Well, and welcome to the Coffee Break Net. Yeah, we do this every morning, every 7 days a week, from 7:30 until 10 a.m. ish on this repeater. We are on AllStar node 51018 and Echolink. So yeah, you definitely welcome to join us. We do it every day of the year, except for a few exceptions when we release the repeater for some endurance runs and stuff that are happening in the Sierra. But otherwise, we're here. We have different net control operators every morning. So, and this is a general rag too, where we can do quick and announcement. We also just do different topics and stuff. So you're welcome to join us, and glad you found us.
Yeah, enjoying it so far. Yeah, hearing everybody talk about the weather, and I'm standing here, you know, with my third cup of coffee and flip-flops, shorts, and a sleeveless shirt. Kind of feel bad, but just plan on going out today with the XYL and doing our monthly shopping for the month, and that's about it. Just hanging out here at the house.
Okay, very good. Well, congratulations there and on finding the net here. Yeah, we have Mark coming up here, W6EK, and he will be giving us a good weather synopsis up here in California and the rest of the country. He used to live in Modesto, California, and now he's moved back to Tennessee, but he enjoys the weather, so he will give us, if you haven't heard it before, it gives us a pretty good indication of what the weather is doing, why it's doing what it's doing, and what's maybe coming up in the future there. So you might want to take a listen to that when you get a chance. All right, well, I'm glad, thank you for checking in, and glad you found us.
All right, thank you. Enjoying this very much, and yeah, looking forward to the weather there. Have a great day. 7-3.
All right, 7-3 is to you there. All right, clearing with W6R Romeo Bravo India. Okay. All right, next up I have another in and out is KO6MMI Mike India. Good morning. What do you have for the net? And can I get a name there, please?
Yeah, hello again, Tom. This is Jeff. Juliet Echo Foxtrot. I switched my antenna over, so hopefully my audio is a little better than what you got last.
Yeah, and your signal came up, and you're a little bit of white noise, but yeah, you're Q5 copy now, so very good, Jeff. Thank you.
No, I just wanted to check in and say good morning to the net, and that's all. It's beautiful, and the sun is blinding me out here on my back porch in Roseville. But, man, the trees are looking beautifully green after all this moisture we've had. Things look like they're alive out there in the world, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm kind of next door to you here in Lincoln, and yeah, look outside. I'm in the backyard here. Nice blue skies, a little bit of clouds, but I mean, it's a beautiful day. Definitely a nice day to go out and get things done.
If I might query your knowledge for a moment there, Tom, with some Lincoln trivia. It's not really trivia. I don't know how long you've been living in Lincoln, but back in the, let's say, mid-'90s, there was a kind of like a Foster's Freeze place in the actual Lincoln City Center, the old Lincoln Center, before they put in the 65 bypass. Do you remember the name of that little ice cream shop?
Squirrel Cage.
I think we want to have a comment there. I have no clue since I've just been here recently, and I'm kind of a part-timer here in Lincoln. We had a comment there with probably the answer.
That's the one I'm thinking about. It's called a Squirrel Cage back in the day. It was right there on the corner where would be Walmart on Main Street there. I've only lived here for 58 years.
I remember it being called Bruce's. I think that's what I heard, but I didn't quite copy. And if there's a Walmart in the old city center now, that'd be news to me.
The new Walmart, it took over Rainbow, which took over one previous to that. That used to be the high school. That way back in the day, where that was at on Highway 55 in the middle there.
I do remember Rainbow. And was I correct on the name Bruce's?
It was Bruce's, and then it was Squirrel Cage, and now it's Mr. Pickles, I think.
That's the one. Thank you. I could not find that for the life of me, even with all my Google Kung Fu. That'll be it for me. Thank you for itching that little scratch in my brain, and scratching that itch in my brain, I should say. Good afternoon, good evening, good night to the coffee break. This is KO6MMI, wishing you all 73. Clear.
Okay, very good there, Jeff. Well, yeah, I did not know that little bit of history there, and also thanks to Larry there. Yeah, I know where the Walmart is. It's not a full-size Walmart. It's what they call these Walmart community type of stores. You know, and yeah, it's almost like, you know, the size of a Safeway type of thing. So maybe it was that Rainbow Market that you talked about. And then the Mr. Pickles is kind of right across the street there on the side street. It's kind of a little hole in the wall place. You could almost miss it, but yeah. So I didn't know that was Bruce's before. Interesting. Well, thank you for that trivia. I guess I'm learning a lot about Lincoln here from the Coffee Break Net. All right, Jeff. Well, thanks for checking in, and thanks for bringing up that information. So clearly with KO6MMI. My next in and out is N6RJM, Romeo Juliet Mike. I don't see you in the log here, so I don't know if you're a new listener to the net here, and can get a name and location, please. November 6 Romeo Juliet Mike, are you there? And then 6H. All right, I guess we'll have to put him as an in and out there. All right, so those are all the in and outs I have. So let me go to my rag shoe, and the top of that would be Mark, WB6BGN. Good morning, Mark. I guess it's still good morning. Yeah. Good morning to you, and how are things in Tennessee?
Hey, thank you, Tom. Hey, things are great in Tennessee. Let's see what's going on here. Not much. Hope things are good with you. Sarah and I are doing good, and looking forward to a good weekend. My birthday comes up on Sunday, and I plan to have a nice big steak dinner. Sarah's going to fix a steak and taters and steak and potato dinner. Get a big baked potato. Eat all the stuff that I'm not supposed to eat on my birthday because I can, especially on my birthday. So that's the day I will splurge. There, go ahead.
Okay, very good. So when is your birthday?
Sunday, this coming Sunday, March the 1st.
Okay, well, really happy birthday to you.
I won't be here on Sunday, more than likely, because I'll be going to church, and then we'll come home, and so I'll miss the net on Sunday, but it'll be a nice day, and I hope you're doing well. And it looks like some pretty good weather for California. It looks like it's going to come in like a lamb. Might be a little light rain for places in California, but how are things with you? And then we'll talk about the weather there. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, things are doing good. Last night attended, Ray K6AM's kind of impromptu memorial we had at the Brewsters, and had a lot of people there. Saw Thomas and Christina, and yeah, just had a good time there, kind of and celebrating that. So, and then this morning, waking up, having nice blue skies. So yeah, it's a good day there. It's also a no-brainer day, so kind of a relaxing day. Anyway, so thanks for asking there, Mark.
I had to wait for my no ID. Yeah, for me, it's depending on when I get up. It's not no-brainer day. It's no-brain day. But hey, no, you know what? Good deal. Yeah, it's going to be a nice weekend. In fact, it's going to be warm today. You guys are going to be in the 70s in the valley. In fact, Modesto, when I was doing the other net check their weather, going to be 75 today and 78 tomorrow. And somebody said something about rain. I think, yeah, there's a closed low-pressure area that's going to, today and tomorrow, there's a big high-pressure area that's been off of Baja, and that's what's causing the warm, very warm temperatures. 75 today, in the 70s, mid-70s, and then upper 70s tomorrow. And in fact, places over in the Bay Area, they were talking about in some of the inland spots, it could be warm enough that they're talking heat issues for those who have heat problems. So, there's record-breaking temperatures that could be over on the coast. Down in Southern California, they're going to be having 90-plus degree temperatures in some of the areas. So it's a very, very warm situation. Then by Sunday, that high-pressure area is going to break down, and we get what they call a closed or cut-off low. That is not in the direct westerlies, in the upper air westerlies that move weather from west to east. And so it's going to kind of come in and slowly meander kind of around, and then maybe open up the first of the week and move on, drop into the Great Basin as kind of what they call an inside slider, but it'll cool things off. And it could cause some thunderstorms from the northern Sacramento Valley up around Redding, Red Bluff, into the central Sacramento Valley, south of Chico and Red Bluff, and into Oroville and some of that area, just north of Sacramento. And so the further north you go, the better chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm, and then also some thunderstorms in the foothills and Sierras. But it's a very warm system, Snow levels could be up around 8,000 feet, 7,500 to 8,000 feet. Let me take a break. And then that moves on, and then it warms up a little bit, but not like it was last week. There continues to be a little bit of troughing along the coast, but no real big rain situation. In fact, the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day, starting off March, is going to be temperatures above normal and precipitation below normal for California. So that's kind of the picture there. And I think tomorrow will be grand for the fox hunt for you guys. So everybody going out to that. And yeah, what a neat celebration of life for Ray. I bet you guys had some tall stories to tell about Ray, and I'll bet that was fun. I wish I could have been there, because I bet there would have been some neat stories there, Tom. Let's see, I'll turn it back to you for any comments, and then we'll talk about the rest of the nation.
Okay, Mark, yeah, WB6BJN and then 6H. Yeah, it was just a good time last night, just a good celebration, just kind of remembering, some of Ray's comments and different things going on, his love of the trivia, those type of things, and, just his comments, which is pretty classic there, so, yeah. It was fun, and good to talk about that and good to get together. So, yeah, a lot of people came out to kind of celebrate his life, and I think he would have loved that. Back to you there for the rest of the weather in N6H.
Yeah, I bet it was nice to see Christina and Thomas. For a lot of people, they haven't been there in quite a while, and it would have been better if they could have been there on a happier note. But hey, prayers continue to go to them for for the situation. I know that's tough. That can be tough. Yeah. So what's happening now is it's wanting to be spring back here too, Tom. And so what's happening is there's another little thing of cold air that's going to come down out of Canada, out of the Arctic, and it's an overrunning of cold air at the lower elevations, and then there's what they call warm air advection moving in out of the Gulf, and there's a high pressure area that sits over the Bermuda High, and that Bermuda High also starts to open up the Gulf for pumping moist subtropical air northward, okay? So what's going to happen is the last piece of cold air comes in, brings some snow into the Ohio Valley and parts of the Midwest, Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Daniel in Illinois, if you're listening, you're going to get a little bit of snow, maybe some freezing rain tomorrow night and Sunday and maybe into Monday, and then that goes away, and then guess what? It gets warm. That warm air that's being pumped in above that cold air, the cold air goes away, and the warm air wins. It wins the battle. And, I mean, we could be talking temperatures in the 60s, 70s, upper 70s in places, 60s and 70s even in the Midwest. And there's a price tag to pay for that. Tom, let me take a break. And it comes with spring back here, and it can be in the severe weather. And because there's still cold air to the north, and there's major warm air being pumped up from the south and from the Gulf, It's going to start with where down in Texas and Oklahoma over the weekend, and pretty much go through next week, and pretty much start going through next week for eventually the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, and Kentucky, and that would cover me too, is we start picking up thunderstorms, and there's been no real signal yet for severe weather, but when you start getting this long-term thunderstorm event and waves, shortwave troughs coming through with very warm air, at some point there could be an opening for some major severe weather, and that has been talked about. So we're going to be watching that as things really kind of settle into what could be the start of our severe weather season next week and into the following week, and it could be a bit long term. So we're hoping that we escape that. Back over there to you, WB6BJN there. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, WB6BJN and N6H for the Coffee Break Net. It sounds like definitely some changes coming through for the rest of the country there. Yeah, I think everything, at least here, things are turning like spring-like. People getting trees and stuff that are blocking and all that. So yeah, it's definitely enjoyable seeing this, and hopefully this happens. And I hope you don't have any of the severe weather back there because of all that stuff too. All right, very good. Well, I guess thank you for giving us the weather forecast there. So any other plans there for your birthday on Sunday?
No, I'm probably going to maybe spend some time and watch some movies, maybe with Sarah, maybe work a little ham radio. I don't know. We're not planning on going anywhere for eating. It's gonna be all done here at home, and we'll probably do pretty much the normal thing. I like to go to church on Sunday morning, and then come home and have that neat steak dinner with mushrooms and potatoes. And she went to Sam's Club just today and picked up a whole bunch of stuff. So sounds like some good stuff for my birthday. So gonna turn 74, Tom, and I feel good. Feel good for turning 74. So so far so good. It's been a good year in starting off. So that's a good thing. So back there to you, Tom, and I'll say 73s, and I'm going to wish everybody a real blessed day and a blessed weekend. And we'll be back next week there. Go ahead.
Okay there, Mark. Well, you enjoy your birthday. It's like, Sarah's going to take care of you there on Sunday, and you'll have a great birthday there after coming home after church there. All right, and thank you for giving us the weather there, and enjoy the nice temperatures going back there next week. And thanks for giving us all that you do there with the weather. And 7-3s to you, and 7-3s to 7-3 to Sarah, and have a great Aloha Friday and a great weekend there, Mark. WB6BJN and N6H.
7-3s, everyone. Everybody have a super weekend coming up. WB6BJ.
Okay, 7-3, Mark. All right, and last on my list here is Greg, KO6TH. Good morning, Greg. Aloha Friday to you.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning to the net. Greg, KO6TH. Lovely day today. Good day for getting out and doing some yard work, but the trash cans are full, so darn, can't do that. Do have some got some recycling to do, and another errand to do, and a few things around the house. Going to order some stuff on the boat. I think I need to replace the seals around the windows, the hatches, the ones that open. There's a leak. Worse now than last time. So, yeah. What do they say? When you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. I think I need to change tactics on the on the sealing the boat up. There was a good bit of water in the bilge. Of course, the pump took care of all of it. All of it except for the last inch. And I just sucked that out, just keep the bilge dry. But yeah, got some work to do next week on that, and hopefully the parts will come in soon. I understand it's a really annoying job to do. One window in particular seems to be the problem, so go after that one first. Anyway, on with the day, KO6TH.
Okay, yeah, KO6TH and N6H. So I know that you went down to see the boat yesterday. It was a beautiful day, I'm sure, and probably looking out there and probably wanting to be out there sailing. But so it was a good, productive day yesterday.
Yeah, the day was intended to be and was a clean, swab the deck day. So went down, got some vinegar solution and bucket of water and the bristle, not a mop, but a brush thing, and had at it. The boat is nice and shiny now. Everything looks good. So outside it's great. Of course, I mean the water from the hose didn't seem to leak in, but somehow the rain did. So I gotta track that down next time I'm down there, probably next week, and see what happens. I can't go on Monday because we have the V session. Maybe Tuesday. I gotta check the calendar. Anyway, so yeah, but the day was very successful. I was tempted to go out with it, but there just wasn't enough time, and I need to get back in time for the Thursday night net. And I didn't want to. We got daylight savings coming next week, so things will be a bit more conducive for later, staying later and coming back when it's still light out. So we'll see about what happens then. Anyway, yeah, so successful day yesterday. Swabbing the deck, KO6TH.
Okay, it sounds like it's a labor of love there, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to believe that daylight savings is coming up soon here. Yeah, but definitely looking out here and seeing the blue skies and stuff, I guess I'm getting spring fever here, at least looking out. It seems to be nice here. And I'm sure that I'm going to have to do a little bit of weeding out here because the weeds are liking it too.
Yeah, well, the artwork, actually, I do have some artwork I can do. It is, yeah, the weeds are definitely coming up again. I mowed them all down a little while ago, but they're sprouted back up again. But I think the underlying tone of all the work right now is leaks, not the kind you eat, as in leaky pipes. So we have leaky windows on the boat. We have I have 2 sprinkler lines that have leaks in them. Daughter noticed that one of the sprinkler heads said water coming out of it. I said, "Wait a minute, the water's off. Why is there water coming out?" And apparently that valve is not shutting properly, so I gotta take that apart. And then there's a drip line running under. This is part of the yard that it's got ground cover on it, and it shouldn't have ground cover on it. It was at one time just bark, but the ground cover's been taking hold quite nicely. Apparently, the drip line that goes underneath there has a leak in it, and whenever that line is on, that area of the yard gets watered, and it shouldn't. So I gotta figure what's going on there. It's apparently enough to support quite a bit of plant life, which is not a good sign. And then yes, that's I don't even know where the pipe is. I know roughly where it is, but I gotta dig down and find the stupid thing. So, and I believe it is. Yeah, it is. So the drip line you get at the store now is from what's the company? Rain Drip is the current favorite. I got this back when Misty Maid was the brand du jour, and of course the two are incompatible by just a hair. So yeah, thanks a lot. KF6TH for incompatible sizes. Back to you, Tom.
Yeah, it's the fun of home ownership, right? You know, getting especially this time of year. I've done the same thing where you basically turn on because your sprinklers have been off all year or all winter, then you turn them on, and then you find out, you have issues, and you have to do some work there to fix it. So, yeah, well, at least it's better to turn it on early and find out that you have problems than later when you actually need it. All right, well, enjoy your day, enjoy your task there, and we'll talk to you next time there and hear more about your boat saga there. Yeah, finding leaks and stuff like that is always not always fun, but it is a labor of love. Okay, clear with you, Greg, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow morning at the breakfast at Mel's Diner, KO6TH and N6H.
Yeah, definitely see you at breakfast tomorrow. And one of the mysteries of life is how an earwig can climb inside of a sprinkler head. I don't know how they get in there, but they sure make a mess when they turn the water back on. KO6TH, 73 all. Talk tomorrow.
All right, 773 there, Greg. All right, this is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. I am Tom, NN6H, and the national days, let me go through that in case you want to know. It's International Polar Bear Day. It's No-Brainer Day. We've been talking about No-Brainer Day. It's a day to kind of relax. It's National Strawberry Day. And, that's about all that stands out in my mind here. So anyway, this is Tom and N6H. This is the Coffee Break Net. We do have the breakfast tomorrow morning, Mel's Breakfast, which is our club breakfast, which is always at the last Saturday of the month at Mel's Diner on Highway 49 in Auburn, California. That starts at 7:30. You probably should get there earlier because tables tend to fill up there, and you may end up sitting in the kids section there. So 7:30 for Mel's Diner for breakfast, and then at 9 o'clock we'll have a meeting in the Mel's parking lot, a pre-meeting for the fox hunt. Fox tender is going to be Marty, KO6GXX, and so the fox will be hidden somewhere in the greater Auburn area. And then around 9:15, 9:30, the fox will be turned on, and you'll be set loose to hunt down the fox. It's a great event there. If you've never done a fox hunt before, they're always fun. It's a good social event, and you can team up probably with somebody that has done it before and learn the ropes. Definitely bring an HT if you're going. That way you can use an HT to do some body blocking and kind of learn some techniques on how to locate the fox, how to zero in on where the fox is. So anyway, it's always great fun, and it's a great experience. You don't need to be licensed to do it. You're just receiving the fox, so you're not transmitting. So really anybody can do it there. So it's the breakfast and the fox hunt tomorrow morning at Mel's Diner. Okay, and I mentioned before we have the Loomis Hamfest coming up March 28th. This is the club big event of the year, March 28th, Loomis Hamfest, and we're still looking for volunteers. So if you want to help with parking and safety, set up and tear down and stuff, it doesn't require a large time commitment, and you get to walk around and see what's out there and buy some goodies. And we are offering donuts and coffee as an incentive for the volunteers. But it's just a good event. It's a half event. You typically are there. The opens at 6 a.m. for sellers, 7 a.m. for buyers. We end up showing up around 5 o'clock in the morning, get things set up, and then you're done by noontime. So not too bad. and it's always a fun event, and it's always a great sunny day, too. We never have rain on the VAM Fest, so that's a given. So that's March 28th, so mark that on your calendars. All right, this is Tom in N6H, and we'll go ahead here and open up for more check-ins there. Let me do a quick round of in and outs here, quick round of in and outs for the Coffee Break Net. This is Tom in N6H.
W6EK, good morning, Tom. Hey, W6U, good morning, Tom.
Alpha 6 uniform Sierra.
Kilo November 6, November uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 6, Mike uniform. KB6ED.
Okay, then I'll go through who I have here. I got KB6ED, and I got KK6 in Mike uniform, I got KN6NUF, AI6US, KW6U, and W1ATB. Who am I missing?
Kilo Oscar 6, India Delta Victor, Dan, in and out.
Okay, I got KO6IDV, India Delta Victor, Dan. Okay, got you as an in and out also. All right, well, these are all in and out, so go to the top here. I got the Aaron, W1ATV. Good morning. Aloha, buddy.
Well, good morning, Tom and Net, W1ATV here. Just stopping by to say hi. Trying to recover from this oral surgery I had, and it's been kind of a long haul. I got like cold-like symptoms now from it, so it's like, it sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't realize you were under the knife there. Well, I wonder if maybe your body is kind of depleted there and you picked up something.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it sure feels like it. So it was not a fun experience, let's just put it that way. So I was going to go last night, but I just wasn't up to it. So I'm sorry I missed seeing Christina and Thomas and the gang. So, but next time maybe. And my thoughts are still out there for Ray. He's definitely missed.
Yeah, well, we definitely missed you last night, and yeah, I'm sorry that you're under the weather there. That's oral surgery is never a good thing to get through. I've had that happen to me, and I've yeah. In fact, I was doing seminars, and I was doing 2-day seminars and stuff, and I had oral surgery a couple of days before that, and trying to talk and do all that stuff with my mouth the way it was definitely hard, so I understand how you're feeling.
Yeah, it's been like 3 days, so the swelling is finally starting to go down a little bit. But I tell you what, I have never had somebody use a hammer on my tooth before. But oh my gosh, that is a skull pounding.
WDRD here. Didn't have an announcement. Just had
Yeah, using a hammer, that is crazy. Did we have a break in there? I heard somebody come through, I think it was RD maybe. I think it might have been somebody from the Fireside Network there breaking in. All right, Aaron, anyway, sorry for that distraction there. Well, I hope that the whole surgery and stuff was worth it, and that it going forward is going to help.
Yeah, it's something I've been putting off for quite a while, so I'm glad to have it behind me. I'll be even more glad in a couple of weeks when it's all healed up. So that's about all that's been going on in my life this week. So anyway, it's good hearing from all of you.
Okay, Aaron. Well, it's good to hear from you too, and hope that you recover, and I hope that you don't get sick there. So just take care of yourself and follow the doctor's orders there. Drink plenty of liquids, and just kind of it's no brainer day. So you can kind of just relax and just veg out.
Definitely sounds like a plan. All right, everybody have a great day. I'm going to try to come tomorrow. We'll see how I feel in the morning. Everybody have a great day. 73W1ATB.
All right, 7-3s. All right, so current with Aaron, ATV. Jeff, KW6U, good morning and good to see you last night.
Good morning, everybody in the net. KW6U. Yeah, it was really nice to see everybody there that went, and it was a crowded room.
Yes, it was very crowded. It was a good turnout, and I'm sure Ray would have loved it.
No doubt, no doubt. It was a lot of...
Yeah, it sounds like you're a little bit distant from the repeater there. You're a little bit of white noise here. I'm not sure if you're quite holding the repeater up there, Jeff.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm in...
Yeah, we just got sorry about that, and then they stopped out there. So yeah, you must be mobile or someplace away from, or maybe out on one of your training hikes.
On a hike. And...
Okay, I'm sorry, Jeff. You're just not keeping the repeater up there, so you're gonna have to move on here. If you're out hiking there, be safe and be careful. And we got you checked in here for the log there. Maybe you can check in when you get to a little stronger area there, or do a recheck. So clearing with KW6U NN6H. Go to Brian AI6US. Good morning, Brian. Good to see you last night.
Hey, good morning, Tom, everybody on the net. And yes, last evening was quite the celebration of life for Ray, and so many people had so many awesome things to say, and we really had a wonderful time, quite the celebration. Let's see, couple of things here. I was just trying to track down what club he was with up in Southern Oregon, so I've reached out to a couple people to let them know. And yeah, it was just an awesome thing to be part of the group.
Yeah, it was very good there, and yeah, a lot of good stories, and a lot of great turnout for Ray. I'm sure he would have enjoyed that, and it was good to see Christina and Thomas also.
Posted up a few pictures in the video of everybody going, comment. Posted that up on Facebook, and I'll be posting them up on the club photo page here in a little bit. But yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow for the fox hunt, and looking forward to a breakfast with everyone as well. So have a wonderful day, Tom. Thanks for taking the net, and great to see you last evening as well.
All right, Brian, very good, thanks, and also thanks for taking hold of that and doing the pictures and the video and stuff. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, Ray's comment. Yeah, definitely going to miss that, and going to miss his check-ins there and his commentary about other things going on there. All right, very good. Well, he definitely will be missed here. So yeah, people can go to the SFARC Facebook page and also our Groups IO page and stuff eventually here, and you can see the pictures and video if you couldn't attend last night at his memorial or his special thing. All right, very good there, Brian. Thanks for all that you do there. So clearing with AI6US. Next I have Joshua, KN6. Good morning and aloha Friday.
Aloha, Tom, and thank you for running the net. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It's a beautiful day outside. Getting ready to have a birthday party for my youngest, who just turned 7, Aurora. very sorry to hear about Ray's passing. He was great to listen to and talk to at all the meetings. He will definitely be missed by many. KN6NUF.
Okay, very good there, Joshua, and say happy birthday to Aurora there. I definitely remember her at some of the fox hunts, especially with the fox hunt up in Stampede Reservoir. They're going out there and traipsing through the woods there, so very, very cute. Well, are you guys going to be able to make it tomorrow morning to the fox hunt?
We won't be able to make it tomorrow. Alyssa has a class on preparing for auditions for theater, because that's what she's wanting to focus on, and then we have a birthday party right afterwards, so our weekend's going to be pretty tied up with all of that.
Okay, yeah, it's like you're going to have a big day there. Okay, very good. Well, again, wish Aurora a happy birthday tomorrow. And we'll be thinking of her on the fox hunt. Okay, and thanks for checking in. So KN6NUF and then 6H.
Everyone have a great day. 73 KN6NUF clear.
Okay, clearing with Joshua. I got KK6MU, Mike uniform. I got Mike. I don't think we've talked before, but good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom and Annette. Looks like it'll be a beautiful day today. I'm going to go out and do a little RC flying. If anybody's interested, Saturday, Sunday, our country western band called Colton Mountain is going to be playing live up at the winery, Driven Winery.
Okay, what winery is that, and where is that located?
It's called Driven, D-R-I-V-E-N. It's up in Amador County.
Okay, yeah, I have not heard that winery before, so Driven Winery in Amador County. Okay, very good. Very good. Anything else for the net this morning?
No, that's it. 73 KK6MU.
All right, well, 7-3 there, Mike, and you have a great weekend, and yeah, enjoy the concert there at so KK6MU. This is NN6H. Next, I have Ed, KB6ED. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning to the net. Yeah, I'm back over in Red Valley, and it's a beautiful sunny morning. I'm just waiting for some of the warmth to follow the sun, so I can get out and do some garden prep for spring gardening. Here we are. Been waiting for it all winter. It seemed like an extra long winter. I'm sure there's a little bit of it left to be had, but time to get in gear.
Yeah, I think with our weather here, it sure seems like spring is here, especially if you look at all the trees and stuff that are blossoming. I mean, I think it's kind of convincing us that it is spring. At least it feels like it.
Yeah, and just like everybody else, I got some blossoms showing up on some things that I wish hadn't bloomed yet. Some fruit trees that I planted without the best of hopes for fruit trees in this area, because I didn't plan on doing anything extra, wrap them or any of that kind of stuff. It's just plant them, and whatever worked out. And I went out about a week ago and looked at them, and everything seemed to be looking pretty good. Even some little green nubs showing up on some of the branches, and some blossoms on a few of them. And then I just did a tour a week later, and the freeze in between was a deep enough freeze. I think it might have taken a few of them out. It's yet to be seen.
Yep, well, I think definitely spring has sprung, and yeah, a lot of the trees and stuff are showing that. So but also means a lot of now work getting things prepared and the weeds coming up and getting all that stuff knocked back down.
Oh, the weeds. Yeah, and the poison oak. There's plenty of poison oak on this property, so dealing with that. And doing a little dog training, and going to do that next, and enjoying listening to the net, and I'll turn it back over to you, KB6ED.
Okay, very good. Well, enjoy the time there. Yeah, poison oak, that's not something you want to deal with. I just have this a small backyard there. I'm sure you have a much bigger area to worry about. All right, well, enjoy this Aloha Friday and also the weekend, and good to talk to you there, Ed. Thanks for checking in. So clearing with KB6ED, this is NN6H for the Coffee Break Net. Tom? Last on my list here is KO6IDV. Good morning, Dan.
Morning, Tom. How you doing today? Not a lot going on my end, just working away. I'm sorry to hear about Ray. It's always enjoyable listening to him and Christina and Thomas getting on the net and talking about their life and childhood and stuff like that. Thanks.
Yeah, it's interesting when you start listening to the Coffee Break Net. I mean, you listen and you hear all these different people get on there. You recognize voices, you recognize names, call signs, and you even start to learn their life history or their story or what's going on, and it's all like family. So it really hits hard when somebody like that leaves us.
Yeah, I remember. I think when Christina first was getting on, she was telling a story about when she was younger and driving a car and wasn't too appreciative of it. And she grew older, really ended up being appreciative back to that. It was really, I really remember that conversation and that net. But yeah, not a lot going on. Like I said, just working away. And wanted to check in and say hi to everybody. And hope everybody has a good day. And thanks for running the net today, Tom. KO6IDV.
From you. And yeah, with Christina, a couple years ago, we had a field day. We had a get on the air, and I was running that station. And at that point, she had not had her license yet, and I guess Ray kept wanting her to get the license and stuff. Well, I think a couple of months after that, she ended up surprising Ray by getting her license and also going to extra class. So that was really a proud day for Ray to know that she did that. And then Ray, then also Christina, learning CW and stuff. So whenever he talked about her, you could always hear the smile in his voice. So yeah, we're definitely going to miss Ray. I mean, he brought a different flavor to the net, and for the net control operators, it was almost a challenge to get him to talk and to maybe cheer up a little bit. But anyway, that was just Ray. So anyway, we definitely will miss him. Anyway, thanks, Dan, for getting in there and also bring up those memories. So clearing with KO6IDV, this is Tom, NN6H. This is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. We're sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. We're also on AllStar 51018 and on Echolink. All right, I'll go ahead here and open up for, we'll do a rag chew, and if you want to be in and out, I'll put you at the top. Who's out there? NN6H.
N9MUF.
KM6LYW, Craig in Placerville.
Okay, I have, I think it's KM6. I forgot what your suffix is there, Craig. KM6LYW, and then I got the N9MUF. and I saw K6LBB. Were you trying to key up there? I think I heard some touch tones.
Yeah, I was just trying to disconnect. Sorry about that.
Friends don't let friends, DTMF. AI6US couldn't resist.
That's very true. So K6LBB, do you want me to disconnect you?
Could you please?
You were a little quick on your response here. Do you want me to disconnect you there?
Please, K6LBB.
Okay, I still didn't get the answer, yes or no. You have to wait probably 2 seconds after you key up, otherwise we get cut off.
Yeah, would you please, K6LBB?
Okay, very good. I will do that. 7-3. Okay, so I have two on my list here. I got KM6LYW and I got N9MUF. Anybody else that I'm missing from this group? All right, Craig, are you an in and out, or it's like you're mobile there? Are you in and out, or are you reg shoe?
I am somewhere in between, probably an in and out.
Okay, Daniel, do you mind if I put Craig up at the top?
Of course not. Absolutely. I'm here for the duration.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Okay, Craig, KM6LYW, good morning.
Yeah, good morning from Placerville, Shingle Springs area. Hopefully I'm getting through. It's kind of a stretch here. I'm actually going to Dad's house. I'm going to meet with a real estate agent. Going to try and sell the house. So I know we're not allowed to sell things in amateur radio, but if I wasn't on amateur radio, I would say if anyone wants a nice house in southern El Dorado County, we're trying to put something up for sale there. Otherwise, I'm always looking for YouTube video ideas about data modes. I know FT2 is out. Hopefully some people have some FT2 experience. That's something I kind of wanted to get into. Back to net control.
Okay there, Craig. Yeah, no, you're coming through okay. I mean, a little bit picket fencing, but I mean, you're coming through solid. Well, if you want to talk about FT2, you should talk to Brian. Brian did it in the shack, which is what we do on the second and fourth Wednesday of the month on Zoom. He demonstrated FT2.
Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. So is it just 6 less than FT8, or is there some additional features? I wish I would have caught that presentation. So can you actually communicate, or are you just exchanging call signs and signal reports? Go ahead.
Well, I will let Brian mention that. Brian, are you still listening? AI6US.
Yeah, happy to. Good morning, Craig. Yeah, FT2 is just a subset of FT8, then FT4, FT2. It is a very short duration transmission. It does require a higher signal-to-noise ratio. It's about a 10.5 dB attenuation for the short duration, but it's a little wider frequency spectrum. So, yeah, it's a 3.75 second cycle, and so a full exchange can be made in under 12 seconds. So that is quite exciting to the DXpeditions and others who have great conditions. And just an announcement, it is now included in the new 3.1.0 WSJTX improved version, and it is now just a drop down, and it's it's very efficient. I've done about probably 60 contacts now.
Yeah,
copy that, Brian. Hey, thanks for the info. Appreciate it. Yeah, so it doesn't break the laws of physics. You can be long and sure or slow and sketchy. Yeah, that's cool. I guess JS8 kind of has that, too. They have a fast mode, short mode. But, yeah, I look forward to it. I'm always looking for YouTube video ideas. That'll be a good one. All right. Hey, I'm going to give it back to Net Control. Thank you for hosting the Net. This is KM6LYW, Craig in El Dorado.
Okay, very good there, Craig. Yeah, KM6LYW, and thank you, Brian, AI6US, for giving Craig the synopsis there on FT2. Yeah, it was good to see your demonstration there in the shack. That's what in the shack is nice for being on Zoom, kind of like an Elmer now on Zoom, but learning new things like that, FT2. So, yeah, I guess they have FT1 and FT0 is the next set of things. All right, very good. Well, Craig, well, yeah, and your signal was doing good there from Placer County there, El Dorado area. So very good. And good luck with the sale of the house, talking to the real estate guy. All right, so clearing with KM6LYW. And also check out KM6LYW radio on YouTube there for Craig's great video there, YouTube stuff. And Digipie also. A lot of good information there for amateur radio stuff. All right, next up, Daniel in 9MUF. How are things in Illinois?
Quick comment.
Good morning, Tom and the Net. Warming up. I think Mark gave us some good weather today, so I'm trying to encourage my son to join me for a POTA, and just started to get ready for that. So the plan for the day is, let's just say the no-brainer day was definitely accurate for today.
Okay, very good there, Daniel. I'll get back to you in a second here. We had a comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that, Tom. I was a little delayed there on the PTD button. Craig, KM6LYW, just an FYI, Steve, KM9G, did a whole live stream this last Monday on FT2, and Jim also has some information on it as well. So, us YouTubers, we have that back channel, so go say hi to Steve and see what he has to say about it. That's all. KG6LW.
Okay, thank you, Frank, for that. Craig, did you get that information?
Yeah, copy that. Thanks a bunch.
All right, very good, and thanks, Frank. Okay, yeah, back to you there, Daniel.
All good, all good. It's just been kind of a molasses kind of morning, but fortunately I set up a lot of the to-do lists the night before. Get them done in good order, and like I said, hopefully a POTA this afternoon. So I've already shut down my system, the POTA computer. Try and keep it mostly packed up and ready to go anyway, but I pulled a few things out. So it'll be about 10 minutes, and I can turn around and get on the road.
Okay, very good. So you're gonna have a good weather today, or for doing a POTA this afternoon. I guess you're getting like a streaming too. So Monday's probably kind of out for a POTA, correct?
Yeah, not in the mood for that, and I've got some paperwork I need to take care of on Monday, but today should get up to about 64 down where we'll be doing the POTA today. So very good weather, and we'll work on transitioning over to CW. It'll be an FT8, FT4 day today, but hopefully within 2 weeks to a month, I'd like to shift to a CW POTA.
Okay, good. Well, it sounds like it's a good mix there. So have you looked at the FT2 that Brian was talking about?
Not yet. I'm going to let the dust settle, waiting for that version of WSJTX improved to get into my distro repository. And I've been so into CW lately that the only time that I have done digital modes is either on a POTA or when demonstrating for others. So, like I said, I'm waiting for things to, if you will, get out of alpha mode.
So you're sticking with the original digital mode, CW.
You know, people argue that it could be a digital mode, and it can be interpreted by computers, that it's varicode. I have trouble with that. But, yeah, very much sticking with it, and like I said, trying to get it set up so that my son can join with me as well. I know he's learning CW, but I want to check out some decoders so that he doesn't feel like he's being left out if I put headphones on and just start operating.
Well, I guess I kind of think of CW as being a kind of a digital mode because, digital has two states, right? 0 and 1. Well, CW has two states, a dot and a dash. So, with that, you can kind of interpret whatever you want there. Yeah, it's all semantics. But, yeah, no, I think digital is good. CW is good for getting through. And it's, I was mentioning to Robert earlier this morning that I think it's interesting how CW has caught on as being something that when before people were required to do it, people didn't want to do it, but now that it's not required, people kind of gravitate towards that after they get their license.
I think about a lot of the things that our parents told us we needed to do in grade school and high school that we absolutely didn't want to do, and then once we became adults and got out on our own, we kind of went, oh, those were actually really good ideas. And I think that's also where it kind of comes from. It's when you're told to do it, it's not as much fun as when you do it freely.
That sounds like broccoli to me. My mom would try to force me to eat broccoli, and I wouldn't do it, but now that I don't have to be forced to it, I eat it on my own.
Broccoli was never that way for me. I always loved it. For me, it was always borscht, the Russian soup, and that was my, Mom, if you serve that, I'm making myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, if you can get that option. some parents don't do that. Yeah, very good. Well, it sounds like you're going to have a nice radio day and maybe a radio weekend, or maybe you're going to be doing music this weekend.
We'll see. The plan, before we go out on I want to participate in the K1 USN slow speed event. That's from 2 to 3 Central Time. So I'll be doing that before we head down. And then radio on Sunday. Saturday is going to be music. My music partner is coming out on Saturday morning. Hopefully we get some bandmates out and get a good practice in. And then Saturday night, I've got to, it shifts back to radio because I'll be representing Whiskey 9 Whiskey at the WindyCon meeting.
Okay, very good. Well, it sounds like you got a full weekend and a lot of plans going forward there. So very good. Yeah, definitely enjoy the weekend and all the activities.
That's been one of the good things about being out of work. I'd kind of stayed away from radio, I noticed, the last 2 years of my job, because after putting in a 70-hour week, I just didn't want to sit down at the same desk for a weekend contest. And so being able to look forward to weekend contest, regardless of the mode, it's been a good thing. Being able to do POTUS has been good, and that's something I want to keep doing when I get a job. I'm not going to say yes. I'm going to get one eventually. And the downside of it might be I'll be a little more limited on the net. But, it's never a clear thing. So with that, I should say 7-3 and let you get back to the net. Thank you very much, Tom, and 9MUF.
All right, very good. Yeah, N9MUF and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. Well, you have a great Friday, Aloha Friday, and a great weekend, and all your activities there. And it's nice to be able to incorporate all the radio stuff there, and also doing all the support and doing the teaching that you're doing too to help out very good, and thank you for doing that. And that's kind of what this hobby is all about, just helping other people out is nice, too. All right, so 7-3, and you have a great weekend. Next thing with N9MUF. This is NN6H, Tom, Coffee Break Net. We do this every morning on the W6EK Repeater, All-Star Node 51018 Echolink. We do it from 7:30 until 10 a.m.-ish Pacific time. And again, like every day of the week, and we're sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. I want to remind people we have the monthly breakfast tomorrow morning. It's the last Saturday of the month. It's going to be at Mel's Diner, 7:30 in Auburn, California, followed by a Fox Hunt will be, there'll be a pre-meeting 9 a.m. in the Mel's parking lot. The Fox will be turned on around 9:15, 9:30. And Marty, KO6GXX, is going to be, it's his first time being a Fox tender, and he'll be hiding the Fox somewhere in the Auburn area, so check that out. Anyway, the Fox Hunt is a great event to go to. We do it every month and get a good turnout for that, so for that. All right, I'll go ahead here and take more check-ins here. I want to do a rag chew. We do that, and then I'll do also in and outs. Just let me know, and I'll put you at the top. Who's out there? This is Tom, November 6 Hotel.
Whiskey 2, Victor X-ray. Quick in and out.
KA6 UAI, in and out.
K4LGI, in and out.
Okay, thank you for spacing everything out there. I got K4LGI as an in and out, KK6UAI for an in and out, and W2VX for an in and out. So good morning, Doug, W2VX.
Good morning, Tom. What a beautiful day it is. I got up early and I woke up Connor, and he and I went for a walk this morning down to the corner to feed Biscuit the horse some carrots, and then over to the park, and then back and breakfast. And you know what? It takes a village to raise a 2-year-old.
Yeah, and 2-year-olds will keep you young, too.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. He had his first encounter with slipping off of the big boy swing. It was a pretty slow-mo thing, and he was only just kind of rocking back and forth. But the look on his face was, oh, I fell. And then he figured out he wasn't hurt, and he just got up and he wanted back on. So, you know what? That's a trooper, if you ask me.
That is, and that is all part of growing up and teaching him stuff. So very good. Well, did he? Is this his first encounter with horses?
He's been around the house here. This is week 3, almost the end of week 3. So he and I have been going down to feed Biscuit the horse carrots for the better part of that, except when it was raining. And he wakes up and he wants to go feed Biscuit, and then he wants to have his breakfast, and he wants to go over to the park. So he's got a routine. I think he's going to be lost when he goes back to Texas. And I think his grandpa and his grandma are also going to be lost. There might be some good aspects to being lost because he's a lot of work, but he's full of joy.
Yeah, very good. Well, and he's going to miss Grandma and Grandpa too. So yeah, definitely you're making memories. So treasure all that and take videos and photos and all that stuff too, which I'm sure you probably have.
Yeah, I'd say there's probably gigabytes of videos and pictures. Yeah, yesterday, it's a little disconcerting. I know it's a quick in and out, but the disconcerting thing was the neighbor's security cameras caught a huge limb falling out of one of our oak trees. No wind, just a day, trees probably sucking up water, and the limb just crashed onto the road. It's kind of spooky. I look at my trees and I think, man, there's a lot of stuff that's going to fall eventually. But I'm not getting out the chainsaw yet, except to cut up the stuff that's laying in the road. So that's what I'm doing today. Tom, 7-3, sounds like everything started out okay on the Coffee Break Net. The transmitters and everything must have been working. Receivers?
Yep, everything. I checked this morning when I got up. I made sure we didn't have the problem like we had before, but everything seemed to be running well. So no emergency calls out there. And that's kind of weird, kind of spooky when you get a branch just falling on its own with no wind, no nothing there. Anyway, I guess you have. I know you have family there too to today. So anyway, I want to say 7-3s and also wish Iris a happy 90 birthday.
Yep, thanks, Tom. Yep, 90 years old and still young. Should we all be so lucky? 7-3. W6EK, I'm clear.
Yep, 90 years young. That's good. Anyway, congratulations to her. All right, and thanks for checking in there, Doug, and good to talk to you. I mean, we'll talk soon. So clearly W6EK, and also say hi to Connor and enjoy him. Clearly with W6EK. Next, I have Ron, KA6UAI. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, KA6UAI. Just wanted to jump in and say I'm glad that Lori and I were able to attend the celebration of life for Ray last night. That was very interesting and brought back some memories of listening to him on the radio. So I'm glad we were able to make that, and there was quite a crowd there, and people talking story about Ray. So it was a good thing. But anyway, that's about all I have for this morning. Another work day for a while anyway, and then we'll see about the phasing into the Pauhana here as soon as possible.
Okay, very good there, Ray. It was nice and good to see you and Lori last night. I just want to mention, FYI, your audio is pretty low there. It's quite a bit lower than Doug and the other people on the net here. So just FYI that your audio is a little low, a little bit. I had to turn up the volume to hear you. Anyway, it was good seeing you guys last night, and it was good to hear the stories and everybody talk about Ray, and it was nice to see everybody showing up to honor Ray too.
Yeah, it was a good thing. I'll see if I can fix my audio here. Go in and find my mic setting. Then you'll start picking up the noise of the guy with the blower or whatever it is where he likes to stand outside my window while I'm working for several minutes at a time. But anyway, everyone have a great weekend coming up. Should be some nice weather today and tomorrow, and pretty nice on Sunday too, with a little bit of shade. So. Should be a good weekend. KA6UAI 7-3, everyone.
Okay, Ron, your audio, I think you might have spoke up a little bit or maybe put the mic closer to your mouth there. Yeah, it was a little bit of that last time. Yeah, microphones typically are noise canceling mics, and they you want to be kind of close to it when you talk, kind of talk over the mic, and they don't pick up a lot of background noise. At least the ones for the amateur stuff that I found. So, very good. Okay, well you have a great day there, and hopefully you get some radio time in there too. So anyway, good to talk to you. Good to see you too. You and Lori. Clearing with KA6UAI. This is NN6H. Next, going back to Denver, K4LGI. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Tom. Everybody, the net here. Sam on Echolink from Denver. It's nice and sunny, and it's been windy here day after day, just enough to make it unpleasant to enjoy the sunshine. So, and they're predicting perhaps a cold front coming in here. Yeah, you're sounding good this morning, Tom. Everybody I've heard is sounding good. The volume was a little low there on UAI, but I'm glad to hear some of the things that people are talking about. A lot of people showed up, I guess, last night honoring 6 a.m. and Ray. So it's a very sad thing about that. But maybe if his daughter stayed here, didn't move to Tennessee, maybe he'd still be around. It's hard to say when you think about things like that. Not too much happening here. I got up, had breakfast and coffee, went back, crashed out for a minute or 2 hours, got up, felt hungry again, had another breakfast. So I turned 28 today, so today is one of those special days when you complete a trip around the sun. Have a nice evening there, a nice morning and day, weekend, whatever. K4LGI. Thank you, Tom.
Okay there, Sam. So did I hear that you turned 28 today? So today is your birthday?
Yeah, that's one of those things that rolls around every once in a while. That was a joke.
Well, I know the joke was about 28, but today is really your birthday? If it is, congratulations and happy birthday.
Yeah, I was born 27. My brother's born on 26, so two in the family almost the same day, about 4 o'clock in the morning. I missed 26 by a couple of hours. Thank you very much, and everybody have a very enjoyable weekend from Denver here at K4LGI.
Hey, very good there, Sam. 7-3 to you, and you have enjoy your birthday today. Have a happy birthday, and good to talk to you, and thanks for checking in. All right, so clearing with the birthday boy, K4LGI, in Mark's birthday, W6BJN, his is going to be on Sunday. So you guys are close in birthdays. All right, 7-3. So this is Tom NN6H, and this is the Coffee Break Net. We're getting close to the witching hour here, so I will go ahead. Well, first I can keep mentioning it, but I'll mention it again. We have the monthly breakfast tomorrow morning at 7:30 at Mel's Diner on Highway 49 in Auburn. And then we have the Fox Hunt following that, which is going to be a 9 a.m. meeting in the Mel's parking lot, the restaurant. And that is hosted, the Fox tender is Marty, K06GXX, will be doing the first time doing the Fox Hunt. So join us for that tomorrow for the breakfast and also for the Fox Hunt. Also, Loomis Ham Fest is going to be March 28th, Saturday, March 28th, being put on by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. This is a big event for us, and we are looking for volunteers. If you can volunteer, if you're in the local area and you can volunteer to help set up or tear down, or parking, or maybe the safety committee, join us, and you can go to W6EK.org, W6EK.org, and get information there and sign up. Or you can contact Frank, KG9M, Kilo Golf 9 Mike. He is heading up the Hemp Fest this year, and we definitely could use your help there. All right, I will go ahead here and open up for in and outs for the Coffee Break Net as we get close to the witching hour of 10 a.m. Pacific time. Who's out there? NN6H.
Whiskey 6 Juliet Charlie Zulu.
Kilo November 6, your Kilo in and out.
Okay, I got KN6 Sierra Kilo for an in and out. I got JCZ Jim for an in and out. Good morning, Jim, and welcome back from your trip.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Coffee Break Net. W6JCZ here, actually on my way to the bank on the clock, dropping off 2 weeks worth of deposits. That's all I got. Everyone have a great day. Excellent weather. I got my windows down, AC off, heater off, just enjoying the 73-degree weather down here in Sacramento. W6JCZ, back to net.
Okay, very good there, Jim. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's up here, beautiful day up here in Lincoln, so I'm sure it's good all around there. So very good. Well, you have a great day. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow morning at the breakfast. So clearly W6JCZ. Next I have a Kilo, I think it's Kilo November 6 here, Kilo. I don't think we've talked before. Okay, name and location.
Yeah, this is Grover, Sacramento, California, East Sacramento.
Okay, very good. So the name was Grover, is that correct? And is this your first time on the net?
Yeah, this is my first time on the net, and I was recommended to tune in by KM6PHO.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm glad you found us here. We do this every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m. On the W6EK Repeater, AllStar, and Echolink, and we do it 7 days a week, every day of the year, except for a few exceptions when we host some of the endurance races in the Sierra Foothills.
Yeah, that's very nice to hear, and like I said, this is my first time, so I thought I'd check in on my mobile unit since my handheld would not reach the repeater.
Okay, well, if you're coming through from Sacramento, you're coming through loud and clear into the repeater.
Copy that.
Yeah, in fact, you're full quieting into the mountaintop repeater. We have 3 different motor receivers. We have one in Georgetown, we have one in Rockland, and we have in Mountaintop. And you're coming through on the Mountaintop repeater, full quieting there. Very good. Well, welcome to the net. And anything else that you have for us this morning?
Not now. This is Kilo November 6 Sierra Kilo standing by.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for checking in. We got you in the log here. You can join us every morning, if I could say, from 7:30 until 10 a.m. ish on this repeater, and we're also connected through AllStar 51018, and we also have Echolink. So if you're out of the area, you can still listen to us, and you can also listen to us on Broadcastify. We have a Broadcastify feed for just listen only. And you can go to our website, W6EK.org, W6EK, Whiskey 6 Echo Kilo.org. And we have all the information about our club, what we do, and also the Broadcastify link and those things. So join us, and hope you come back again. And thanks for checking in. KN6SKK, this is NN6H. All right, who else is out there? I will go ahead and do we're a minute from 10 o'clock, so I will do in and out as well as for the log. So who's out there?
AI6LZ for the log.
Kilo 6 Juliet Whiskey November for the log.
Kilo Mike 6 Mike for the log.
Kilo 6 Victor Papa for the log.
Kilo Oscar 6 Echo Bravo Quebec for the log.
KI6TC for the log.
Whiskey Bravo 3 Charlie Sierra Yankee for the log. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo for the log.
The time is 10 a.m.
Okay, let me go through the list here. So I have number 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo. I don't recognize the call. Can I get a name there, please?
Good morning, and thank you for running the net. My name is Webb in Western Tennessee, N1 WEB. This is my second check-in.
Okay, very good there, Webb. Thank you for checking in. Good to talk. Good to hear from you. All right, N1 WEB. Then I got WB3 CSY Rick. I got KI6TC. I got KO6EBQ Steven. Good to see you last night. K6 Victor Papa. KM6MM. K6JWN. And AI6LZ Lima Zulu. All right, those are all for the log. Anybody else wants to check in for the log or for an in and out?
November 5, Tango India November for the log.
Okay, I got N5TIN for the log. Good morning to you. All right, who else is out there for check-ins? Going to be getting close to a final call for the check-ins for the Coffee Break Net. This is Tom, NN6H.
K6 BSY, Kilo 6 Bravo Sierra Yankee for the log only.
All right, good morning, Jeff. K6BSY, we got you in the log here. Good to hear from you. All right, anybody else for the log or for in and outs? Getting close to the last call, NN6H.
Hey, K6, good egg.
Okay, I got 6ZH. Is that KI6ZH?
No, Kilo 6 Zulu Hotel.
Okay, Kilo Japan 6 Zulu Hotel. Okay, got you for the log. Yeah, you're a little bit scratchy there, not quite making the repeater, but got you there. All right, thank you. All right, anybody else for the log on the Coffee Break Net, NN6H?
Bravo 7, Delta Foxtrot Papa, KB7, Cannon Twin Falls. I think I doubled with you.
All right, I got you there, Ken, KB7DFP, and I got KJ5HHT. I think that's Trucker Larry. Ken, what's for lunch?
Oh my goodness, I haven't even decided, but I'm going to open the pantry, and, you know, I always like those super lunches. So it's going to be soup. I haven't decided yet. KB7DFP.
All right, I'll put you down as a question mark for lunch there and in the log there. Okay. Anyway, thanks and you have a great day there, and thanks for checking in, and also to Larry there. All right, final call for check-ins. Who's out there? This is Tom, NN6H. All right, I guess I exhausted everybody. Okay, very good. Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. This is the end of the Coffee Break Net. I'll go ahead and throw out the coffee grounds here. and we'll shut things down until tomorrow morning when Orion AI6JB will be the net host, starting at 7:30, so we can continue the conversation. I want to thank everyone for being here, and I want to remind people, again, if you're in the local area, we have the monthly breakfast tomorrow morning, 7:30 at Mel's Diner, followed by the Fox Hunt with a meeting at 9 a.m., and the Fox will be turned on at 9:15 to 9:30 for that. It's always a fun thing there. All right, I want to thank everyone for being here. This is the Coffee Break Net, where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping. And one last shout out for Ray, KK6AM, Silent Key. He will greatly be missed on this net and our club activities here. And anyway, we're really sad for that. And everybody becomes family on here, and we get everybody's stories, and we kind of follow things along. And so it's sad when somebody loses that. So anyway, rest in peace there, Ray. All right, this is Tom in N6H. I thank you for everybody's conversation and check-ins this morning, and we'll see you next week. This is Tom in N6H saying 7-3. Everyone have a great Aloha Friday and a great weekend. And we'll talk to you next time. And N6H clear and returning the repeater and the nodes back to normal operation, whatever that is.
Hey, thanks, Tom. Great job running the net.